Hey guys, I got a theory for you. And this is true. It's called the star ghost theory. And the theory goes like this. Every night, every night, hear me out. I'm serious. Hear me out. Every night when you look up and the sky is almost barren and there's only clouds that can be visibly seen at night in the sky, and you barely see any stars, maybe some stragglers of stars in the night sky. And here's how the theory goes. Follow me here. I'm serious. Follow me here. Stay with me on this one. And listen very carefully. The reason why there's few, if not so far and fewer, stars in the night sky is because people keep on having sex, giving birth, raising kids, and when the kids die of old age, they become ghosts, and the stars are supernaturally pulled from the night sky, which disrupts the universe's very own celestial ecosystem, poaching stars out of the night sky by bringing these stars out of the night sky onto Earth to be born as people. Hear me out. I've noticed and I've seen very little, or if not, barely any stars in the night sky. Back when I was a kid, the stars in the night sky was all too common. But since how the stars in the night sky are so few and there's patches, I've been observing, there's been patches in the night sky where stars should be, where stars are missing. And what I'm proposing is that each ghost used to be a star in the night sky, in the celestial ecosystem that used to exist as a star in our universe, and have been and often been seeing their fellow stars yanked out of outer space to be put into wombs, meat suits, transformed over time within a span of 50, maybe 100 years, if not, if they're able to live to 102 or 103. And been secretly and painfully transformed into ghosts. Every bad luck and every single time that they were in bad situations, bad luck, heartbreak, betrayal, or anything that was awful happened to them. And that was the painful transformation. The anxiety, the bad luck, and health problems. That was all painful transformations that turned the star into a ghost trapped on this earth. And once that star, after 40 or 50 years, and if they die before they're 100 years old, they're trapped as a ghost. A ghost that could not remember it being a star in the night sky, in outer space. And the more of human history that goes on, we see the stars going about, living on this planet. The outer glow of each small star was that of the souls of parasites and insects, and the edge and the small 20% of each star was the wildlife, and the very big massive part of each star was a human. Human beings used to be stars. Stars that were around long before the dinosaurs. Here's the thing. Dinosaurs, they don't have a soul. They were soul and spiritless meat suits of reptilian animals. But what is important to this theory, and I can confirm this because I've been seeing very little to no stars in the night sky. There's barely any stars in the night sky when I look outside and look up. But I've been seeing like a lot of clouds in the night sky. And it's been getting more cloudier at night. And somehow that leads into this whole star ghost theory. The reason why souls are trapped here on Earth still is because the heavens are not accepting ghosts that used to be stars. Here's the thing. The heavens themselves have been closing up every night. And the reason is this. The stars used to be in the heavens. Outer space was the CEO office of of the gods. The atmosphere and the clouds, those were just cubicles for lesser gods. For lesser gods. And here's the thing. Zeus runs the outer space office, the CEO office of the heavens, which is in space. And that nebula eye, that's Zeus. But he sometimes takes up of various physical forms, and takes up of his legendary form, his humanoid form. Because when he goes into the cubicle area of the celestial realm of the heavens, he's checking in on what the other gods are doing, and he's seeing what's going on this earth, and he's not liking seeing countless kids being killed in war or dying from being killed, seeing them being abused, and seeing people die without praying to him. And that deeply offends and emotionally wounds Zeus to see mortals. You see, a part of that theory is that Zeus, when Zeus took over from Chaos, Kronos and Kronos as the sole king of the heavens and king of the gods, he didn't want to see Earth being polluted by ghosts. And the core of the Earth is where Hades was demoted because he talked some mad, spicy, awful shit to Zeus and got demoted to the core of Gaia, running the underworld, because he dared to go against Zeus after drawing straws. But Poseidon was pretty much happy with his domain, whereas Hades wasn't happy with his domain. Zeus was destined to get the CEO office in space. That's where he conducted a lot of his plans for the mortal realm, which is on the surface of their grandmother Gaia. Occasionally, Zeus would come down to Gaia, roam around on her, walk all over her, and banging mortal females. And here's the thing. He only allowed certain people into the cubicle of the heavens, but wasn't even allowed back into the CEO office in the CEO's collection of stars, because they were wearing filthy meat suits and being turned into ghosts painfully. And that's how the Star Ghost theory goes. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up because I've seen where there's far and far fewer stars in the night sky. This is true. Because if I go outside right now, look up, and see very few stars, stragglers of stars, in the night sky, then that proves my point. I'm not making this up. This theory has a lot of weight to it. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share the videos.